What's up, everyone? This is the Humbl video update as requested by the quantum finance community. I know everyone is worried and wonder what is going on with Humbl as its share price continues to slide on a slippery slope. In this video, I will share with you the latest Humbl news, explain to you why the current Humbl share structure is perfectly normal within the IPO and SPAC world, and what to expect as a long-term investor of Humbl. So you might want to stick around for this. Sawasdee krap, that's hello in Thai. My name is Anthony and welcome to Quantum Finance. I'm a former engineer in data analytics turned entrepreneur and investor. I'm now making YouTube videos part-time to help others make lots of moolahs. If you find the video content of value, please help us grow our channel by liking and sharing the video. If you have not already subscribed, please do so, and while you're at it, please hit the alert bell button so you can get my latest video update. Also, if you would like to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 each, be sure to use my link below in the description to open an account and deposit $100. As an affiliate, I will be receiving 1 free stock, and this will help the channel out. So, some of our viewers have received Tesla and Google stock. If you like to follow what I'm trading and investing in, you can support and join the Quantum Finance Patreon by clicking on the link provided in the description section or in the comment section below. I do provide a weekly watch list with suggested entry and exit price points, support and resistance level, and a probability rate. Please note that this video is for pure entertainment and educational only. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. First of all, I understand everyone's frustration for the lack of clarity or communication to address the share structure in the last Humbl conference call. I think Brian Foote realized this and he will be addressing the share structure on the upcoming call. Here's what was posted on Humbl Twitter page yesterday. Humbl Inc. announces shareholders conference call to take place on May 7, 2021 at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In particular, Brian will discuss the business insight with regards to patent filing, share structure, and merger acquisition updates. The second section will cover the product roadmap such as the mobile app peer-to-peer feature, marketplace NFTs, and ticketing and Humbl ETX. The last section will focus on people hires such as management, technology, operation, and creative in order to support their growth and expansion. I know the preferred B-series share dilution pissed a lot of retail investors. In my last video, I stated that the share structure of the preferred B-series is normal as they're reserved for the insiders, i.e. for Brian Foote and Humbl employees, and there is nothing to be concerned of. The problem is that most retail investors don't understand or know how the share structure works for an IPO or SPAC. In Humbl's case, it is more like an OTC SPAC as a reverse merging with Tesla Enterprise. Humbl's share structure is perfectly normal and in line with other companies such as Facebook, Google, Netflix, etc. So, looking at Humbl, when all executed 10,000 ratio B-series share will give a ratio of 80% share left minus 10% for growth industry average for inside ownership at IPO, which gives 70%. These are typical numbers. It is apparent that Humbl management took explicit steps to assert control over the company's value and shares. Their ultimate split for the get-go appears to have been 80% for insiders and 20% for common shareholders. The end result was premeditated, but not communicated until we saw it in their FINRA financial filing. Here's an article written by Sami Abdullah on the median founder ownership at exit where Mark Zuckerberg owns 31% of Facebook. Sergey Brin and Larry Page own 31% of Google, and Jack Dorsey owned 24% of Square. What essentially happened here is that the $2.5 to $3 billion of capital raise give us about 17% forward stake in Humbl. Those preferred Series B shares haven't been released yet and won't be allowed to until December 2020. This is also typical. The normal wait time for inside shares to be sold in an IPO is 180 days. Now, there are so many different outcomes such as Brian Foote could retire some of his shares. I believe he has done this before. He could use his shares to acquire more companies or to get deals done, and in turn those shares would again be locked up longer or simply have those shares be released slowly over a longer period of time. Do note that on April 20th, Brian did post on his Twitter that he will commit to not selling any of those personal shares for the entirety of calendar year 2021 to 2022. The preferred Series B shares are not eligible to be converted until December 2021. After the 4-for-1 reverse split, there's about 1 billion Humbl shares on the market. Let's use the CCIV SPAC as an example, When CCIV and Lucid Motors merged at the end of Q2 2021, most retail investors don't realize this. CCIV will not own 100% of Lucid Motors. They will only own about 17%, meaning that if you own 5% of CCIV SPAC, that would only give you about 0.85% of Lucid Motors. Anyway, my point is, most retail investors don't realize that all common stock shares for Hmbl is only at 17% of the total enterprise value of the Hmbl company. This by itself should not stop you from investing in Hmbl. It's like a standard share structure for IPO or SPACs. I would highly encourage you to do your own due diligence and or go talk to a merger acquisition expert or merger acquisition attorneys. My other point is that we as shareholders are providing capital to Hmbl in exchange for shares and hope that it will succeed. This is investing 101, guys. Now, would Brian Foote and Hmbl employees make more money than all of us combined if he and Hmbl succeed? Of course! To be honest, you want them to succeed so that we can profit from their hard work. And should that stop you from investing? I don't think so. Anyway, let's face it. Brian Foote is the founder and CEO of Humbl. He and Hmbl employees have been working hard to create the blockchain technology, business strategy, and vision. Essentially, this OTC SPAC merger acts very similar for shareholders as a typical IPO. We can all make money on it. Your investment should be based on your belief that Hmbl will succeed as a company or not. If not, then don't invest your money in it. If yes, guys, it's gonna make you lots of mullahs. I've been investing since 1990s. I don't claim to know everything, but this I know from my prior investment in IPOs and SPACs. Let me know in the comment section below if you think what I have stated is correct or incorrect. I'll see you down there. Moving on to the next subject. Here's another Twitter post by Brian Foote that Hmbl is working on acquisition across the Humbl platform and are having meaningful negotiations in the verticals below to accelerate the business. This is all good news as Hmbl is working to grow and expand its business. I know as of late, it seems like Hmbl is actively releasing positive news, but why? And what are the reasons for Hmbl shares to keep dipping lower and lower each day? Well, it's quite simple. It's because big institutions are taking advantage of retail investors' lack of knowledge of the share structure and the lack of due diligence. Big institutions sell blocks of Hmbl shares to create downward price movement, causing selling pressure. This in turn creates fear when retail investors see the Hmbl shares price drop, and they can't take it emotionally, so they go into a panic sell mode. Yes, Hmbl is being manipulated and suppressed by short sellers, so don't emotional panic sell for nothing. Hang in there, guys. In matter of fact, if you strongly believe in Hmbl and have high conviction in the company and the management team, now is actually a great time to cost average in. At least that's what I've been doing on my part. If you're new to investing, welcome to the stock market. By the way, stock manipulation has been happening since the stock market was created long time ago. Just remember that Hmbl is a startup company. We need to give Hmbl several quarters to generate revenues, get their share price up to $4 or more so that they can be uplisted onto NASDAQ. When? End of the year or next year? I don't know. When Hmbl is on NASDAQ, however, big institutions will more likely to get involved, and when they do, they will drive up the share price. In summary, I see huge potential in Hmbl moving forward. I've traveled to almost 50 different countries, and one thing I've noticed is that Asia, in particular, China has a super app such as Alibaba Alipay and Tencent's WeChat. It's an app that does multiple things such as messenger, social media, fintech, ticketing, digital wallet, etc. all in one app. So instead of installing 10 different apps, you just have one app that does everything for you. It's very convenient. It's the future. In US, we don't have one. Well, not yet. So Hmbl fills this void for now with its mobile app for marketplace, pay, financial or ETX, and tickery ticketing. It's unique in that it's blockchain, fintech, and crypto all in one. PayPal or Square is not even close. This is the main reason why I invested in Hmbl, because I can see where the company is heading and its potential on a global scale. Things will not happen overnight, however. It will take time. And this is a long-term investment. So if you're looking to profit, get rich scheme like overnight, like in 2020, that is over, guys. Hmbl is a long-term investment, and long-term as in 3 to 5 years out. So there you have it. If you find the video of value and you have not already done so, please like and share the video. Please also hit the sub button and the alert bell. Thank you, and let's go make lots of moolah.